Yeah. It's your boy Drum Roast. A little bit more awake now. If you're new to my channel, I am a mostly drummer reaction channel, and I've been reacting to a lot of drummers and or live musicians from all over Asia, and I am nearing the end of my career journey, at least for the time being. More on that later at the end of the video. And rest assured, of course, with Korea, you gotta react to K-pop, and BTS has been quite a fun journey for me personally. I've reacted to, I'm trying to think, I think I covered all of the solo projects by the time I upload this video. And they got some world-class musicians. It's a huge variety. Some of them are consistent from tour to tour. And then they also interchange musicians, but they're generally the same ones across the board. So very, very loyal group of members here, at least with the musicians they work with. So shout out. And this is my first reaction to the entire group, and I picked this video because it's short and sweet. This is directly from the BTS channel, and I know that there's an entire concert for this, but I wanted to wet my feet with this performance because I couldn't help but notice one of my most favorite drummers of all time is on drums, and I actually screened the Proof concert per se, and it was absolutely amazing. And that's something that's on my list to react to in terms of the full show, along with all of the other solo projects. Okay, so yes, I take note of all the comments that give me recommendations. So thank you again, Army, for that. And yeah, I also picked this because the video quality and audio quality was absolutely amazing, and the locale was amazing. This was shot 2 years ago, and I believe, let me see here, yeah, 2 years ago, so around the same time that the Busan concert was recorded. So I don't know if this came before or after that, but nonetheless, the Busan concert was a different set of musicians. I believe this is, well, actually, no, I take that back. It might be similar, but not exactly the same. So anyway, that is the extent of my intro. And yes, y'all have said it many times, the documentaries are in the works, okay? I am still busy with my IRL band, so I'm still playing gigs and stuff. It's been really busy for me on the weekends. And I've read all the lore already. One of the most successful Korean groups. And, like, I've already reacted to all the solo projects, and I can easily tell why, okay? So enough of drum roast yapping. Yet to come, BTS. Let's go.
Was it honestly the best? Cause I just wanna see the next. 부지런히 지나온 어제들 속에 참 아름답게. Yeah, the past was honestly the best. But my best is what comes next. I'm not playing it for sure. 그날을 향해 숨이
Love the organ.
The best moment is yet to come. The legend Anderson Paak at the drum. Moment is yet to come.
Anderson.
In the world. Let go. 그들은 제부터가 말하네 우리 최고라고. 어통할 수 없는 내 이제 무겁기만 해. 노래가 좋았다고 그저 달릴 뿐이라고.
Oh, lovely singing.
Keep on coming back for 너의 마음속 깊은 어딘가.
My left ear is enjoying the guitars. JK, let's go.
그 길의 끝이 무엇일까?
Come on, Sugar. Kobe. RM, let's go. Jimin.
언젠가부터 붙은 불편한 수식어
Hey.
최고란 말은
I
아직까지
see
난
V over there with the glasses.
그 변의 것들과 다른 게 별로
아마 다른 게 별로 없다면 you say so
Hey.
lie 난 변화는 많았지만 변함은 없었다 어느 샷도 매 순간이 새로운 최선
Hey.
지금 난 마치 13살 그때 나처럼 배틀
아직도 배울 게 많고 나 인생 채울 게 많아 그 이유 물어본다면 내 시장이 많아잖아
See Jin on the far left over there?
이 세상의 기대 위에
Hey.
최고란 기준의 step
They got some dope outfits, man. Hey.
너의 마음속 깊은 어딘가 여전한 소년이 있어 당신의 꿈꾸는가 그 길의 끝이 무엇일까 Moment is yet to come
모든 게 수중인 밤 우리 발을 멈추지 않아
Yet to come
We gonna touch the sky 소리 대위라
Moment is yet to come
The best
Who wants to only see the best Cause I just wanna see the
Bass player! Play like he's in the church!
Yeah, the best was on see the best But my best is what comes next We can sing it
Oh my god, the band!
You and that best moment is yet to come
Oh man, that was so short. Anderson always smiling. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I am very excited to react to the entire show. I'm serious. I know I'm teasing you guys with this, but it's so freaking good, dude. The camera work was great. Nice slow panning so you can focus on each member. And I just have information overload right now. I love the blue aesthetic that they went with, and I love that they sat in the little chairs. And I wonder how freaking hot it must have been. It looks like a desert or something, but I mean, I'm trying to see if they were wearing. Okay, yeah, this looks like very cool clothing. Not hopefully not too hot, but yeah, really dope outfits. Love the sunglasses. Love the individual colored microphones. I believe someone said in the previous comments of the individual solo projects I've reacted to, where some of them have changed colors over the years, because I mean they've been around for a minute, and I can see all the drastically different hairstyles, at least because after they went on pause to do staggered military service, from what I've read in the comments, a lot of them change their appearance per se for their solo projects, but only ever so slightly. And yeah, I thought that was really cool. Like V, for example, this is him with I've only reacted to his newer stuff where he dyed his hair, right? So I thought that was pretty cool. Shout out to the background singers as well. I love the all white. They be looking like they're in church. So very amazing singing from the background singers. Bass player. Let me see here. I'm trying to see if there's a good shot here. Yeah, very beautiful bass. I love the finish. Looks like a Fender or a Sadowski. Musician talk that only one or two musicians will even know what the heck I'm talking about. But it's a 4-string, but he played it masterfully. And I love the pickups on it. Just an absolutely beautiful finish. Shout out to his hat. Shout out to hat wearers in general. I have no hair. Male pattern baldness. Classic. Okay. Shout out to the guitar player as well. Actually, I'm trying to see if there's any shot. Fender Telecaster. I love the finish on there too. Sennheiser microphones. I'm trying to see if there was a good close-up of the amps that they used. I can't tell. It looks like a BO. It's like Bogner or Bog. I can't pronounce it, but that's a really nice brand of guitar amps or cabs, whatever you want to call it, head and cab. And then I think this is. oh man, anyways, I can't really get a good angle. And then shout out to Anderson Paak as well. I think he's like half black, half Korean, if I'm not mistaken. And he collaborated with RM, but I don't know if he collaborated with RM before or after. I think maybe before. I'm trying to remember if RM did his solo project while BTS was still around. I have all my chronological things out of order, and there's just so much lore floating around my brain, and I'm also a little bit ignorant. So my apologies to the army. Thanks for correcting me in the comments, as always, okay? But yeah, great drumming. He has that classic, really dry drum sound, which fits this song very well. And compared to the original song, it's really funky. I really like the interlock of the rhythm section, the drummer and the bassist especially. And I love the drum finish. Very, very Anderson Paak. And he does that one high tom, one floor tom configuration as always. Very, very nice feel. And he goes with the I guess you could say the classic type of cymbals. These are cymbals you would hear on older records, and it's just your standard finish. I think he uses Zildjian. But yeah, very, very interesting setup. Not much drum action going on, but he has a lot more cymbals. So a splash, crash, crash. I think this is his regular setup that he does in his solo project as well when he plays drums and sings. In case there's a viewer that doesn't know him or care about him, he is a beast in his own right, and I followed Silk Sonic for a very long time. Okay, so shout out to Anderson Paak once again. And once again, nice attention to detail. Shout out to the production team. I mentioned how good they were with the camera work, but they also put the windscreen foam thingies on the microphone for a very clean drum sound. And then I think as far as lighting, it's interesting because they still have backfill lighting here, as you can see, even though there was a crap ton of natural lighting already, right? And shout out to the makeup artist. Everyone looks absolutely beautiful. Shout out to Korean skincare. If you guys ask me what my bias is, I am not so sure anymore. Like, it's funny because when I go through my current reactions, right, it's really unpredictable because it could depend on the song that the solo artist performed for my reaction. But so far, it seems like in my content repertoire, Jungkook has the most views, followed by Suga, and then Hobie, and then I'm trying to see who else. And then who was after Hobie on my channel? If you guys follow my channel, I mean, you can go through my BTS reactions. Give me 1 second. Oh, yeah, and then V. But therein lies the problem is that I did not react to Jin and Jimin and RM. So those videos should be posted by the time I've uploaded this. So I'll see how the numbers come in. Anyways, I thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah, I still don't really have a bias in terms of who I personally like the most. I think I like them all pretty equally because each of them cover like very different genres of music. And for me personally, like the one that I click with the most so far in terms of not only them as a person, but also that the band they ended up playing with and the type of music is probably RM for me. I will have uploaded the Tiny Desk, and that blew me away, okay? Like, it's either RM's Tiny Desk performance or Jimin's performance on that helicopter landing pad. If you guys, Army, already know what I'm talking about, but that freaking blew me away, okay? So yeah, I think that about covers the reaction portion. Once again, these guys they're all absolutely beautiful, and they've really evolved in terms of the fashion because I remember in their older days they were just wearing suits mostly, but now they're changing it up. So I'm freaking loving it, okay? And oh yeah, also shout out to the keyboard player. ADHD kicked in. also using a Nord. So Nord is just killing it right now in the music industry. Seems like all the big musicians really love using Nord. They sound really great. So yeah, now that covers my reaction. I saved something for the end of this video, which is, I meant to say at the beginning is that I am slowly wrapping up my series on Korean musicians. And that's simply because in a lot of my recent uploads, I know Army's been floating in, so thank you for the support. There's people from the other countries that I've reacted to prior to rediscovering BTS who are actually asking me, when am I going to return? And I was planning on cycling every month, but it seems like the 2-week cadence seems to be best at the moment. And that's only because previously in the last month of December, when I became monetized, I was just sitting around because my band didn't have any gigs. So now with gigs, it's been a lot tougher for me, honestly. And I'll have a lot more time in February. So I'm thinking the more I pump out content, the faster I'll be able to cycle through the countries I've been reacting to. Okay. And special shout to Army once again. I've said that like a couple times throughout the video. I really appreciate all of the individual armies who have come in and have been extremely supportive and extremely caring and have helped correct a lot of the things I said, which were out of ignorance, and thank you for that. And thank you for all the very polite comments that I've been getting, as opposed to the other comments, okay? When I say polite, a lot of y'all have come in here, especially from Army, and y'all have said things like, hey, you should try, I'm recommending this, so you should try reacting to it, but if you don't feel like it, it's all good. You know, we support you in your journey regardless. Take as much time as you need, and those mean so much to me. So thank you so much. Okay, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I know like this is one of the biggest fandoms in the entire world in terms of the music world, and of course with that you have mostly wholesome, and then you will get a couple of non-wholesome. Okay, and that's just something you just got to deal with, right? But once again, it's not going to ruin my day. I worked as a pharmacy technician when I was younger, and I've received much worse things in real life, okay? Keyboard warriors don't faze me as much. I've already ran this channel for 2 months after monetization, and I get that across all fandoms, as I've discussed with some of y'all Army in the comments, okay? Not just BTS, just other groups from Japan, certain drummers from the Philippines, you name it, okay? Like certain drummers in the US, actually, right? So you can't please everyone, all right? And yeah, I think I might have said this in a previous video already, but as part of wrapping up, of course, I think I just have one more BTS reaction, but I don't think it's anything that anyone will give a damn about. It's the drum cam for one of their main drummers from the Ghost band, which toured with them back in 2016, 2015, around that era. So I'm probably going to get mostly drummers for that one. So stay tuned for that if you're a drummer, or I guess if you just like watching drum cams. And yeah, that's all I had left. And then I'm going to pivot probably to one other Korean group. And then I have to pivot to the other countries, which have been waiting for a while now. So yeah, if you guys want me to react to more BTS out of schedule, I do have memberships and super thanks. So I appreciate the 5 people that have been doing that for me in me starting my journey for the past 1.5 months, or actually I should say 2 months now. It's February by the time of this recording, and I will prioritize BTS or whatever you want me to react to accordingly. Okay, but other than that, no pressure on that. I told you I'm still a working musician with a day job, so a lot of my uploads are very slow compared to some of the other YouTubers that you guys have been reacting to. And so, you know, shout out to Army once again for the support all across the board with all of the other reaction channels. I'm pretty sure there's a million other musicians / drummers that are reacting to BTS. If you search on YouTube right now, you'll probably see a million of them on your YouTube search results. So be sure to support those other reactors as well. I know it's quite a challenge in terms of the copyright stuff, but BTS, once again, shout out to Hype as well as Big Hit Entertainment for being so freaking supportive with reaction channels. I mean it from the bottom of my heart, because I've reacted to other K-pop groups where they have not been so nice and they do copyright strikes and all this mess. So my heart goes out to Big Hit and Hype and the members of BTS as well. Okay. Wow, I felt kind of emotional saying that. I don't know why. That was weird. Drum roast is not supposed to feel emotions. Anyways, once again, this is me shining off for this video. Drum roast. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see the few musicians and drummers in my next BTS drum cam reaction. And for the rest, hope you guys have a nice rest of your day, week, month, whatever it is. And peace out. Love you guys.